How's it going, Clugs? It's me, Creepy Cunt. Hey, you see what I did there? Okay, Surf's Up. You probably haven't heard of it because you're probably a 9-year-old using your iPad and accessing this video, or using your school computer that you haven't returned accessing this video. That's case things. It really does mean a lot to me. Okay, so let me give you a brief summary of Surf's Up. Surf's Up revolves around the main character, Cody Maverick, wanting to become the world's greatest surfer. He enters a competition with his little skills of surfing. He finds a person he always admired, like All Might Midoriya. Because in the fictional world, it seems to happen that someone you've been admiring for a long time, it's decided by fate that you meet them. Like I always wanted to meet Chicken Joe, but I couldn't, cause that's just how life works. Okay, like he finds the person he always admired. He starts making a name for himself. The final matches come around. He sacrifices his dream to save his friend Chicken Joe. And being sabotaged, Joe wins. Cody learns that it's all about having fun. The stuff the film ends, and boy, was it pretty good film. It's like, okay, like I didn't give that much detail, but he basically is all like, oh, I'm not good enough. I mean people kept on shaking like, oh, you're not good enough. Just be a fisherman like the rest of us. And then nah, fam, I'm gonna be a surfer. Yeah, I was like pretty much like that. Okay, so and then okay, let's so Surf's Up 2. Okay, I remember hearing about a Surf's Up 2 commercial or something, but I didn't pay too much attention to it. I got a flashback about it one day. I decided to look it up. I watched it, and boy was it something. It's called Surf's Up WWE Wave Mania, and I remember reading the title and saying, "Really, do wow, is there gonna be like they're surfing in one little fucking wave and then like jumping off each other, throwing their boards at each other?" No, it was worse. Ugh. And so the film begins with Cody advertising his lessons for serving school or something. Chicken Joe comes and visits with his suits of sponsorship. My man, Chicken Joe really got sponsorships. He's famous, and Cody imagines himself in Joe's place and kind of regrets letting Joe win. With Joe hands him a poster he got him of the Big Five, which is like what's it called, the main people he admired. Like what's it called? In this film. Well, in the other films, he only talked about Big Z, and then in this film, Big Z's never mentioned. Okay, yeah, like what's it called, the Big Five were the main people he admired this time. He somehow met them when he was a kid. And the film is weird because you have John Cena, Penguin. How they never talk about Big Z. Cody doesn't even have the necklace anymore. He's like, "Fuck you, Big Z. I'm running with the Big Five." They changed his voice actor. Watch this.
They're easy.
Okay.
Can you stand on that box right there, please?
Oh, yeah,
Just
yeah,
stand
yeah,
up on
yeah.
that, thanks.
After I win today, you're gonna see a lot.
Yeah, and out of nowhere, the Big Five, the people that he met, meaning the people that he was admiring in this film, come to his side and man, what the fuck, you lucky bastard, Cody. Yeah, so after like the leader of the Big Five announces that he's gonna be retiring. Like four of the members pick who they feel should replace him. John Cena, Penguin picks Cody, and so on and so forth. They will be doing something called, I actually forgot, but it's supposed to be dangerous or something. This film was so bad, I didn't want to rewatch it or any clips of it. Well, there's been so many times when I was watching this where I just wanted to exit out and said, "Look how they massacred my boy." No, so they go to the island and surf on sand as a competition to see who finishes first. Tank, oh yeah, I forgot he's still in the film. Tank pushes Cody. Cody falls, he loses and continues traveling. They they surf on a vine. Once again, Tank fucking sabotages Cody. They fall in an ancient ruin. Cody learns some history of surfing, which never gets used later in the film. They leave the ruin. Oh yeah, Hank got a solid gold board, which somehow floats over lava while Lee supported. Cody gets back at Tank, pushing him, which causes him to bump into Joe, nearly frying him, and it burns his board. All the surfers acted like if Cody just blew up an orphanage, but anyway. As they were sleeping, Cody gives his board to Joe. He leaves later, finding a pillar with some text, and the thing the Big Five were talking about was thunder surfing. He rushes and tells Joe he's going to the board, and they both decide to offer, but Tank didn't. Cody says Tank, they offered Cody a spot. Cody said no once again. And the film just ends. No joke, they just walk away. I don't even know why they collab with WWE Productions. If it was a cash grab response to this, failed miserably. I don't know why they had a budget. I don't know if they had a budget for this animation because it sucked. They didn't even try on the setting or anything. Now with all that being trash, it was been released in 2010 or 2011. That's what I thought. Wrong. It was released 2016. And wow, it was bad anyway. This movie sucked. It wasn't fucking Moana. It didn't want to come out in 2016. I'm not sure. Moved away from the first movie, but there might be hope because it's been rumored we're getting a third edition to Surf, so let's just hope it's not as bad as this one. Yeah, so there's been rumors about it. I'm not gonna make a video about it, but I just want to say how bad Surf's Up 2 sucked. He sucked. Like they just like say, "Oh, you don't want to be one of us." Then the guy, the leaders, all like, "Oh." Like, oh, okay, I guess I'll stay because I love our adventures. And then, like, they just walk away. And then the film just, like, does that. And yeah, Cody's still friend zone. Anyway, keep it crispy, kids. This is Crispy Cunt signing off. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please please like, share, and subscribe. It's required by YouTube law to say this at the end of your videos. See you later.